Hey guys, BubfiSh here on the BunchaSquares SMP, and boy oh boy do I have an episode planned for you today. I am in the post office because we have not one, but two new members of the SMP, High Jump Sean and SOS Aquatic. And they are friends of actually Tezekio's, and he has invited them along, and that should be a lot of fun. They are already off building their various projects and whatnot, but we have a project of our own for the day, and I will show you what that is in just a moment. First off, let's go over to the businesses here, and I'll show you what's been going on. I actually did put the bank building up for sale, which I think was a good move. Oh yeah. What do you think of the tree? I think the tree turned out pretty excellent. I was really excited with how well that turned out. But yeah, no, I've sold the bank building to Zip Zap Zoobity Bop, and he has made Dwarven Arms Inc., which is actually this really kind of neat little business in here. And essentially what he's going to be doing is selling armors. More expensive armors, and that's cool and whatnot, but it's going to be stuff like end crystals. It's kind of a random assortment, sort of like what Shellcorp has. Iron Golem making materials are going to be in some of these chests, and there's going to be enchanted swords, enchanted armors, all that sort of stuff. He's got the lava running in here where the water used to be. I think this is a really good use of this building, and I'm glad to see that it's getting put to some use. What else do we have around spawn? Well, let's check in on our profits, because I've heard tell that somebody has bought a few books. That's 7 diamonds. I will take it. And I've also heard that shulker box sales have gone quite well. Yeah, okay, so I dropped the price of the actual shulker boxes and the shulker shells to 10 diamonds. Wow, okay. That was a tidy little profit. I'm going to have to refill these things because like I said, I've run out of these regular boxes. Oh, that's fantastic. I was not expecting that much good stuff right there. Alright, so and I don't think there's anything else in the rest of the shop. Yeah, no, I doubt it. It looks like that one hasn't sold. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything else right now, and I don't think this... Yeah, no one's using my fishing shop. I'm not even using my fishing shop. That's a bit of a shame. But what I am using is this funky little thing over here. Now, I'm not sure if you saw I Am on Fire's video, or Benjamin, check it out on his channel, but he made a auto smelter that is infinitely refuelable, or it's got infinite fuel, basically. And essentially what it works on is the principle of carpet duplication, because that is a bug in this version of the game. So basically what you do for this is you have this infinite ticker here, and it'll just fire right up, whoa, and lag the game a little bit. And it will just start duplicating carpets. And what will happen is that'll kick into the hoppers, which will kick into the furnaces, and since you can use carpet for fuel, all of a sudden you're well and good, and you can just kind of run it infinitely. And I don't have the best setup right now. A lot of times I have to wind up coming up top here. Yeah, you see there's carpet everywhere. It's duplicating all over the place, bouncing like a crazy person, but that's not the worst thing ever, because if you're around, you can just kind of go, and reload the thing whenever you need to. But yeah, that's kind of the latest project that I've been working on. The farm is complete, the farm is full, and it's looking quite lovely on the distance. But we have a new project, like I said, for today, and let me just sleep and I will tell you what that is. Here you can see the name of today's project. That is the Square Fair. But that is not exactly what we're going to jump into right away here. I have something to show you first, and that is the Podium of the Pumpkin. And this is a special little thing that I kind of want to do with the commenters on the channel, the subscribers, anybody who watches my videos. Yeah, it's a little sort of a contest, I guess, if you will. And this is basically what it is. I'm going to write down how much this pumpkin weighs, and I want you to guess the weight. This is how it works. Put the guess and the name of the square you would like to receive the pumpkin prize in the comments below. In the next week or so, I'll select the comment that is the closest to the correct weight, and whichever player that commenter selects will get awesome stuff. And I'm talking really cool stuff. There are a couple of elytra. Maybe they'll wind up in somebody's chest. I have blocks of gold and diamond and iron and plenty of food items, maybe. We'll see about that. And we also have the enchanted golden apple. And the enchanted golden apple is kind of going to be the big prize. And I know I said I'd be doing something special with that, and I think this is a good thing to do. But no, yeah, I will select a weight in pounds between 1 and 500 pounds for this particular pumpkin right here. This great big beautiful squash. I keep trying to put it between myself and the camera, and that just doesn't work in Minecraft. That's about as close as I can get. But yeah. Anyhow, guys, yeah, go ahead and put a comment down below. Go, do it now. And now with that out of the way, we can get down and dirty. We are going to be making one heck of a... We're going to be making one heck of a build, and I've already messed it up by slapping down the spruce logs before I've even made them into planks. What are you doing? What are you doing, bub? So the idea for the square fair is essentially that it's really, really strange to me that we don't have something that sells food in the area. And I thought I would get ahead of the curve right now and make it so food is free. You heard that right. I'm going to be making the square fair as an area where all of the other squares can come and just grab whatever food they really just need or want. Hopefully not too much. They don't want to completely, blast out our stock, get rid of everything that we've, filled in here. But, this will be the area where if you need, a couple of stacks of fish or, some whatever, you can just come in and you can go to the stall that has that product and you can just grab it right up and it'll be awesome. That's kind of the plan here. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of replace this. I laid this out. I think there are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different stalls, and there'll be this path around them that I've got laid out here. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to light up the area and make it look sort of like an autumn fair. There's going to be some jack-o'-lanterns and pumpkins and melons, and I think I've got some hay blocks. Yeah, I've got about 32 hay bales. So yeah, that's going to look nice. I'm just going to go and get this set up, and yeah, I will come back to you when I have the booths almost ready. Alright, this is actually taking shape really quickly. I was not expecting that. I was half expecting this to become a real difficult project, but since I've done a lot of the prep work for it, this is actually going to go really, really smoothly. Fingers crossed. I actually have used all of the wood I need to. I think I over-prepped a bit, don't you guys? But, okay. Yeah, now I'm just going to grab the wool, and we'll be able to start decorating this thing up. Alright, as you can tell, I've gone for kind of a fairly straightforward design on these things, and they're definitely looking good. And they're definitely looking super cool with this stuff in the background. The carrier pigeon is still over there. You can still kind of see him floating over there. Hinsel Mansion is making one heck of a castle over on that hill. Hasn't been on for a while, but progress is being made. Go over to his channel, actually, if you'd do that for me, and just bug him a little bit. Say, hey, where's episode 2? Because I'm kind of excited to see what happens in episode 2. The kelp farm is still going great guns over there. That's fantastic. But yeah, this is looking good. This is a good design, I think. It's fairly basic, but really this build is about more than that. It's about getting the environment around it to look good, and yeah, that's going to be the real struggle here. So yeah, I'm going to get the rest of these finished up, and I will rejoin you as soon as I've done that. Oh, they look so tiny from up here. Oh, that looks cute. Okay, that wasn't exactly what I was expecting, but actually this looks really good. And I'm leaving this area open for a future project. I have an idea for what I want to have done here, but I don't really have any of the resources that I need for it yet. We need to get a villager breeder up and running. We still have some villagers over in the village, and I'm not sure if I've shown you, but Borky actually has a new roommate. There's another villager over there now. That's fantastic. And let's just take a minute and look around here. It's really kind of... Spawn is taking off, really, in a new sort of way. We've got all sorts of shops. We've got some cool stuff. We've still got Malaya over there, who hasn't been on for a little while. Miss you, Malaya. Jump back on whenever you feel like it. But yes, we've also got Utaki, and Utaki's built all sorts of crazy stuff. This pumpkin abomination... I really don't know what's going on with that, but I'm kind of excited to see where it goes. Anyhow, guys, let's get back into this, and I'm going to start getting the little details of these things fleshed out. So what I'm going to do over here is the same thing that I did under the tree, where I have the pumpkins under leaves, because that looked really, really good, and I want it to look really, really good here. So I'm going to do that. Dropped some leaves on there, and that already looks fantastic. That already looks much better than having the torches there. I'm not like a lot of people don't like the torch texture at all, but I'm actually quite a fan. I really do enjoy it. I see nothing wrong with it, and it does work in a lot of builds. In fact, a lot of the lighting in the museum, at least aesthetically, is going to be torches. There's also, like I said, Glowstone. Glowstone's going to be a major component. Otherwise, Borky wouldn't be quite so necessary. But yeah, okay. Anyhow, I'm going to get this stuff on the path cleared off and ready, and then we can move on to the actual decorations. So this is kind of my idea for the walls around the square fair, and that is just to have these hay bales and the pumpkins and the different colored leaves stacked up. And it looks pretty good. I think I almost want to see what it looks like without the texture pack, though. Oh, actually, you know what? That almost looks better. Because the textures on the pumpkins are a little bit more... Well, they're a little bit more Minecraft in this than they are in the texture pack, and that's okay. But, okay, let's get back into that autumn. Oh, this looks very interesting. Oh, look at the tree! Okay, this is going to be really interesting, especially when spring rolls around, or winter rolls around, rather. There's going to be some fun stuff happening here, I think. Alright, let's get back to autumn. Thank you! And just like that, the square fair is all set up. This looks so fun! It's just a tiny little area here for right now. I'm hoping to maybe expand it to the area around here, maybe just outside the post office, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe someday, not today, I've got other things planned for today, there will be maybe some amusement park somethings going on here. Maybe not a roller coaster, but definitely something like a villager dunk tank is one of the things that I'm hoping to do at some point. So, that looks cool. That looks cool. Now all we need to do is get the food in the different stalls, and we should be good to go. Alright, we are completed now. Let's check this out. So basically what it is you just come in here, and you've got the different foods in different stalls, like I said earlier, and I've kind of given them space based on how much we had available at the time. So, yeah, that looks pretty good. We've got the melon and the beetroot. Don't know why people would want to buy that, honestly. To be fair, that's free. These spaces, actually, this center stand is actually reserved right now for fancy foods. That's like golden carrots, golden apples, pumpkin pie, cake, and the various soups. So that's going to be cool. That's going to be nice. I like that. Plenty of fish. We actually had to give it 2 chests because holy moly, those fish farms churn it out. And then over here we have bread and cookies. So yeah, that is pretty much the square fair complete. And of course we have a place for tips, because since we aren't charging for anything except for the fancy foods, I think I'm going to leave a few signs over here just marking that we are going to be putting prices on these eventually. Now that that is done, we are able to move on to the second portion of today's episode. So I've been AFKing at my zombie spawner for a while, and I got quite a bit of zombie flesh, which is now been depleted. I had 2 boxes of it, basically, plus some that I've been working on before, and I now have plenty of plenty of glowstone. So that is fantastic. I couldn't really ask for a whole lot more right yet. And that should be enough to do at least the bottom floor. What's on fire in there? What is that? Am I missing something? Oh, it's just a zombie. Okay, alright. I'm fine with that. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start getting this stuff laid into the floor inside the museum. And then we won't have to worry about zombies spawning in it. Let's take care of this guy real quick, shall we? Yeah. Hey. Oh, that's almost sad. That is almost sad. Except it's not really. Except it's not, because he was a zombie. And he was terrible. Alright, so let's get going on this. Let's make sure these things are evenly spaced, and I will come back to you as soon as I've got things started. Alright, so over here you can kind of see the concept for what I have in mind for the floor. And this is going to be covered up eventually by carpets, I think. Although I'm not sure now. I'm looking at this, and that's going to be a lot of space of the floor that is covered if I wind up doing that. So I might wind up changing things around as far as where these are placed or how often they're spaced, but basically that's the idea. The idea is that this is going to be nice red carpets, or maybe even deep green. I haven't decided yet. It's gonna kind of depend on what I feel like when I start actually carpeting this up. Or I could do purple. I mean, we already have the the purple carpet duplicator up and running. So I mean, it's no problem either way. I can just swap it out. Maybe I'll wait until you guys tell me what color you think would work best for this floor. Either way, I think I can continue on with this layout, and I'm just gonna kind of go and get this entire main hall finished up. But while I'm doing that, everybody, Minecon Earth is coming this weekend. Now, because of when I'm recording this, I'm not going to be able to really discuss the results of Minecon Earth until maybe around, I don't know, next Friday. Because I believe this is going to be, this is Friday's episode, So next Friday, I'll be able to make an episode talking about what exactly went down and the results of the vote. If you guys haven't heard, there's a vote underway to decide what biomes get updated next. Now, it's not like last year where you had to vote for a single mob to add to the game. No, they're going to be updating all of the different biomes. And the options are desert, taiga, and savanna. And basically, it'll update it with new mobs, new stuff that just kind of happens in the biome, I guess. I don't really know. They haven't given any super details of it yet. And they will be updating everything. They just want to know which biome we want updated first. And I like that Mojang is, open to us voting on that sort of thing. Whoops. But I think I know what I will be voting for. The desert already has plenty of stuff going for it as far as uniqueness. It's got the cactus. It's got all sorts of, stuff that you need to go to the desert to find. You've got the desert temples. You've got the desert rabbits. I know those aren't really unique, but it is a nice little touch. But I think, and also we've got the taiga, which just, honestly, I don't find that many taiga in Minecraft right now, and maybe they're going to update the frequency in which these biomes spawn, but I really have to go with the savanna, because they've become a really common biome. Whenever I'm playing, I'm always finding savanna just about everywhere. Always, it's constant. It's not even close. So I'm thinking that needs to be the first biome updated, and mostly that's because aside from acacia wood, there is nothing really unique about them. There's an interesting shape to pieces of the biome, but really that's not enough. That's not enough. They need a little bit of something more exciting, something a bit more unique to their biome. And I'm thinking this update is going to tackle that. One way or the other, but I would like to have that first just to kind of see what they have in mind. So, yeah, that's basically my thoughts on that. Let me know in the comments what you will be voting for in Minecon Earth when they finally come out with that next week, or this weekend, actually. I believe that's either Saturday or Sunday. I'll have to look that up. Yeah, Minecon Earth is going to be on Saturday, so tomorrow, actually. Yeah. I might not be able to tune in while it's live. In fact, I probably won't. I'll probably be able to vote, and that's about it. But, yeah, I'm excited to see what they have in store. The update Aquatic was, I think, a real smash hit, and I'm excited to see where the game goes next. This game's old now, as far as video games go, and it's still going strong. I think that the update Aquatic reinvigorated a lot of this, and you have some of these people, these Minecraft YouTubers, not just me, who got inspired to kind of jump back into this, but, a couple of the big names. You got Mumbo Jumbo, you've got Grian, and actually, a couple of the people from the Hermitcraft series are going to be running a panel this year on SMPs, I believe. So that's cool. I'll have to watch that after the fact and let you guys know what I think about that. But my point is, those people are getting pushed to new heights by the update Aquatic and by the stuff in 1.13, and it really shows. It really shows that this game has still so much more potential. This game's not going anywhere, I don't think. So yeah, I think I'd just like to see where the ride takes it, I guess. And just like that, I have the central hall of the museum done and lit up. Now, I know what some of you are probably thinking, Bub, why didn't you just get pumpkins and turn them into jack-o'-lanterns if you're going to be covering them in carpet anyway? What was the point of all this? Well, you know what? We're just classy like that. We've got a ton of glowstone, we traded for it fair and square, and we are going to use it, and it is going to look amazing. So, yeah, that's basically it. I mean, I'm gonna have Borky there for a long time trading this glowstone, so it's not gonna be a problem, really. And it might actually be faster than waiting for a bunch of pumpkins to grow. I'm not gonna make a giant pumpkin farm just for jack-o'-lanterns and then have to place them all down and de-seed them from their seeds. So yeah, I don't need to do that when I've got this fantastic glowstone. Yes, and it actually looks quite good so far. It actually would not be the end of the world if I just didn't cover these, but I'm going to, because it does look better when it's covered. So yeah, this is looking mighty fine. Oh, would you look at that? Look at that, and I still have plenty of glowstone left to go. Yeah, that's about half lit up already, so that is looking good. Definitely gonna light up the night. That is the goal here. Whoa, skeleton, I'm gonna get out of here. So I actually made a small change to the realm a few days ago, actually. Don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but I have turned fire tick off, which is something that I think we kind of needed, just to make sure that any wooden builds don't burn to the ground, stuff like that. And it means that I'm gonna still call this vanilla. I mean, it's about as vanilla as it gets. I just didn't want anything like that happening. I might also turn off Enderman griefing at some point, just because that gets annoying when they start picking up your blocks and moving them all over the place, especially if you've got like a natural build with dirt and stone. Yeah, you don't really want something like that to get just destroyed by Endermen, so I might turn that off later. So far there hasn't really been much of an issue, but yeah, I'll let you guys know if that happens. And just like that, the entire first floor of the museum has been lit up, and it looks fantastic. It looks goofy right now, but you better believe this is gonna look amazing come time when we actually get the carpet in on this. This is gonna look fantastic. Look at this. Everything is lit up. I'll not have any monsters spawning in here anymore. So really that means I can start moving some stuff into the museum. At least on this first floor, I'll get things decorated. I'll finish up the archways, I think, next. That's probably going to be the next big project, is just getting all the doors, arches figured out. But anyhow, guys, that is about as much time as I have this time. So until next time, this has been Bubfish on the BunchaSquares SMP. This has been this time, that'll be that time, and I've just run out of time, so I will see you next time.